and that's what I'm doing. This one might be shorter than the previous two, but I'm here, as promised. So now, we see who shows up. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. Damn, still no one's here. Oh shit, someone's here. How are the two of you doing? Well, I hope well. Hey, Chris. Your boy can't practice magic for 3 days. Well, today is the last of 3. And I promised I would go live all 3 of those days. Hello there, Gerson. And Alex. Romans in class? Pay attention then, bitch. Hello there, James and Roman. I will indeed have a nice day. Hello, Vincent. Wait. It's like midnight in my time zone. What do you mean you're in class? Who holds class at midnight? No one, ever. Hello, Zion. The man, the myth, the legend, the Couchmaster. That's me. How's everybody doing? Getting ready for work at midnight? Damn, that's wild. What do I think of Dantalion? I have very, very little experience with Dantalion, and I don't trust myself not to get him confused with Decarabia. Waiting for the Kratom to kick in and knock you out? Man, I remember Kratom. Kratom's illegal in my state now, man. He was the best shit ever. You could buy it at gas stations. Now it's fucking illegal. For no reason. Am I talking about anything yet? No. Y'all have to give me things to talk about. Yeah. I just kind of dick around until people have questions that I can answer. That's how these work. Studio Noir says it's morning in his country? What the fuck? Incredible. Man, I remember when I landed in the UK. I was like 14. I landed in the UK and it was daytime. I was shook. It felt like walking into the Twilight Zone. It was incredible. Glad to hear it, Sortarius. I bet you hit every target. Zion says that his cat wants me to talk about cats. Well, bad news, I'm not a pet person. Not I says, is this the final Bible study stream? For now, yes. Hello, Emily. Hello, Jinjini. Okay. When I say that, in response to Chris's question, when I say that a ritual needs to be done 4 times, that means 4 performances, presumably once a night. You don't need to do it all in the same day or do it 4 times in a row. You just do it a total of 4 times. I've been Will Gerson. Have fun with your long ritual night, Studio Noir, because I can't cast spells until tomorrow. Matthew says, where in the UK did I visit? I have no idea. When I went to the UK, it was a stop on a flight. Right? Um, my dad and I were flying to Kenya. We had to stop in the UK, then fly to Kenya. It was a mission trip. Alex says, how do you quantify adepthood? You don't. That word is very much subject to interpretation. Sorry, but I've never worked with Dratalin. What are my thoughts on Dreadwood? How do I put this? You may or may not be aware that Somnus Dreadwood was kicked directly the fuck out of the Cabal 2 months before I joined. So, no one in the Cabal, myself included, has a positive opinion of him. So, chances are you, whoever's watching this, have a friend who has spiraled, has started acting like a scumbag, has started treating you badly, and or has those two things. Chances are you have had someone you really loved, a personal friend, fall off the deep end and start being a dick to everyone. And chances are you remained friends with that person for an extended period of time, hoping that he would go back to the man you once knew. That is what happened between EAGM, Razarith, and Somnus, to my understanding. Eventually, you gotta realize that that friend has changed, and he's not gonna be redeemed, and you gotta cut ties. Now, Somnus's books were fucking excellent, right? No, read his books for sure. His books are incredible. Just be aware that Somnus believes in blind initiation. Basically, he'll prescribe practices to you without telling you the dangers of those practices. He's one of those elitist motherfuckers who likes to put blinds in their books so that the unworthy will fail and or destroy themselves. Not I says, just sneak in a spell when my higher self is not looking. I don't think that's a good idea. What does it take to summon Samael? You can summon him pretty much the way you summon any other spirit. Just don't be lazy about it or cut corners with it, right? Put your best foot forward when you summon Samael, or he will get mad and demand an offering. What's up, Sinister Rights? Yeah, don't take anything on my book recommendations list as holy writ. Just take what's useful, you know? I have personal disagreements with almost every book I recommend. And that's how it is. You absolutely do not have to agree with every piece of information in a given book to benefit from that book. That's part of why being an occultist is a pain in the ass. There's no holy text for you. You have to read a shitload of books to compose your own praxis and worldview. Odd Debu is sneaking my live stream into his shift. I'm not sure if I approve. What is my least preferred ritual to perform? My least preferred spell is anything I don't have much experience with, you know? There are things like curses that I've done countless times to countless people, but once in a while somebody needs a new job or some other shit that I haven't manifested many times. You know? My least favorite spell is anything that is directed to manifest something that I haven't manifested before or frequently. Ryzak asked if you can practice profane seals without being a member of the Cabal. The answer is yes. You can work with Mayor-Zharayan spirits and Mayor-Zharayan spells without joining the temple or making the pact. Thank you, Sinister Rights. Not I says that all of the drama and troubled people I have to deal with is a big part of why he goes to great lengths not to give anyone any hint that he is a practitioner. There are pros and cons to being out of the broom closet. Personally, I don't like having to hide things from people I love. Yes, I deal with more drama because I'm out of the broom closet, but I am not inhibiting my relationships with others because of the fact that everyone knows I'm a witch. Which spirit would I recommend to help with creative writing? Moloch would be good for creative writing. Moloch, surprisingly enough, is very much a demon of literature. Hello, JS. Custard asked if it was possible to change your physical body with magic. The answer is yes. It's just not easy. You gotta put a lot of thought and planning and channeling into making the changes you want. Hello, Patchwork, and hello, Bilasha. Tree Orb says his apartment is haunted, and he wants to know if there's any harm in letting the ghost stay. Well, that depends on the ghost. You have to decide whether or not this particular ghost needs to be banished. Zafel asks if there's anything that I personally disagree with from Kabbalah, Cliffoth, and Goetic magic. It's been years since I read that book, so I don't know. All I know... All I know is that that book was really helpful. Sorry, it's been years since I read it. What exactly does the Cabal entail? Well, it is a magical group dedicated to the Forgotten Hells, which is an infernal realm and pantheon separate from Satan, the Cliffoth, etc. Basically, you have to make a lifelong blood pact with certain deities and abide by certain codes of conduct. It's a pretty great group to be a part of. I haven't met anybody in the temple that I don't like. The teachers that I have within the temple have all been excellent. But you have to focus on the Forgotten Hells in your practice to a certain extent. That needs to be a cornerstone of your practice. It's not for everyone. You can practice Mayor's Uriah magic without joining the Cabal, but you can't join the Cabal without making Mayor's Uriah magic a cornerstone of your practice. Thank you, Shamanic Wisdom Keeper. Worgen Crow asks, what is the purpose of the grounded stream? Nothing, really. There's not a particular purpose, but, you know. I know I like it when I know my audience likes it when I go live, and I have fun. That's it. I answer random questions and joke around with my followers. Alex says, what would you recommend to somebody who wanted to publish their first occult book? You have lots of stuff you'd like to write about, and you know very little about publishing. Man, my recommendation is publisher shopping. Talk to many different publishers and see what offers they give you. Read your contract closely, and maybe hire a lawyer to go over the proposed contracts with you. Make sure you don't get scammed. Make sure you aren't underpaid for your work. Not that there's much money in books. Also, make sure you have a pre-established audience through YouTube, WordPress, TikTok, whatever. Have a pre-established fan base before you try and release a book. You don't want your entire following to come from a given publisher. You want to have your own following, people who follow you, regardless of which publishing company you go through. JS says, I am the one true Curtis. Well, I am the one true Shia LaBeouf. OOX says, is it common for targets under a love spell to go resentful, cold, or distant towards you before they become loving? Well, true love cannot come from mind control. So when you put a love spell on someone in the hopes of forcing them to be with you, you will split their mind in half to an extent where they love you and won't leave you, but don't care about you. Or part of their mind is always telling them to get away. Or they're always fighting with you and won't give up on the relationship. You're splitting somebody's mind in half. And that can manifest in a lot of different ways. I've been under a love spell before. I have removed love spells from various people in the community. It's shitty. Especially if the love spell is still on you and you're fighting it, what you experience is mental torture. This can include emotional pain, nightmares, all types of stuff. X says that he's the one I made. X says he's the one that made me an Elden Ring. Holy shit, I didn't know about that. Somebody made me an Elden Ring. I don't even play video games, so I don't deserve that honor. Patchwork says that he is the true Ancient One. I couldn't agree more. Morgan asks if I can discuss or give gnosis on my relationship with Satania as a coven or the project. So, I don't know the Satania coven on a personal level. I support their work and they support mine. For a while there, we had an agreement that they would make ritual music for any spirit I wanted, and I would channel sigils, chants, words of power for any deity that they wanted to make ritual music for. I don't have any gnosis about them. I just know that we support one another's content, and that's that. Ryzak asked if the Cabal's blood pact will make Mayor Zirian magic stronger. Absolutely. The pact very much strengthens your connection to Mayor Zirian. Otani says that he's the one true Megatron. I know. I've killed 75 fake Megatrons. Only Otani is the real Megatron. If Otani was a fake Megatron, I would have killed him too. Sinister Right says if VK reads this comment aloud, he'll make a VK Minecraft skin. Go for it. How much effort does that take? Like, I've never played Minecraft. Like, does making a VK Minecraft skin take a lot of time? Because if it's a time-consuming thing, don't do it, because I don't play Minecraft. I don't know who would want a VK skin. Well, my stalkers want my skin, but, you know, not in Minecraft. Gerson asked why I started the occult. Well, witchcraft seemed useful, and that was why I started. You know, I was hanging out with Wiccans in high school. They were talking about witchcraft, and I said, spells sound useful. I'm gonna try that shit. And that's why I'm a witch. It was a very simple decision, you know. Being able to cast spells sounds great. Roman asked for my thoughts on Cabal. My thoughts on Cabal are that Cabal sounds hard to pronounce. Never heard of that, but I can't pronounce it. No, Studio, I have no idea how to interpret that description of your aura. It definitely implies that you're a psychic vampire. Sounds like your aura was designed to feed on people. Not I says it would be awesome to see unique ritual music for cryptids. Fuck that. I am not making ritual music for Bigfoot or chupacabras. I'm scared of Bigfoot. And I'm even more scared of chupacabras. And the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster scares me. I'm not summoning it. I refuse. Void asks how long it took me to be able to see and hear spirits. Well, I was able to see spirits as soon as I opened my third eye. Hearing them, I had to do more research about how to let their voices enter my brain. Once I read the stuff I needed to read, I was able to do it. Either way, chakra meditation and research are key. Hello, Arctic Zun. Sinister Right is gonna make the Minecraft skin for the memes. Make sure you name it VK Mine Hunnam. Thank you, Worgen, for recommending my services. Zafel says that my divinatory calling determination was amazing. Thank you very much. I'm gonna screenshot that. So, I have a sea monster phobia. It's a weird thing. I'm very scared of sea monsters. like the Kraken and the Loch Ness Monster. But somehow, this does not affect my relationship with Leviathan, Rahab, or Nema's shark aspect. What are my thoughts on Medusa? Well, Medusa is an awesome spirit who serves Satan and Hecate. I wrote a PDF on Medusa and her sisters, um, and released that on Patreon. It's called Rites of the Gorgons. Thank you, JS. Tell Moloch I said hi back. Aku says after my Jesus video, he can't stop picturing Jesus as emo. No. But when, like, before I knew Jesus was a witch, I used to call him like an emo school shooter just to be a dick. Fuck. Good one, Otani. What's my favorite Mountain Dew? I like Code Blue. Code Blue is the only Mountain Dew I like. Sanchez asked if he can work with Lord Cernobog, Lord Kaziel, Lady Astrael, and Lady Elkesserod without making the Mayor blood pact. The answer is yes. You can work with the Blighted and with other Mayor spirits without making the pact. If you make the pact, that'll help you get the most out of your relationship with Mayor, but you absolutely can work with the spirits without making the pact. X says, VK, let's get drunk. Me, you, and my friend, and practice witchcraft and descend upon human comprehension. We'll pull up to you. We live in the Bible Belt too, in Georgia. That's not so far away. Never Available says, Lucifer is behind you, rolling his eyes. I mean, if Lucifer is rolling his eyes, then I can only blame myself. What's the color of my aura? I don't see auras often, but to me, mine always looks indigo. If you're aware that I led a small local coven back in the day, everyone in the coven, their auras all looked indigo to me. Yeah. People who have better aura sight than I do say that I change colors when I talk. Indigo is a color. I don't mean purple. I mean indigo. Zafel asks if my sea monster phobia affects my ability to watch SpongeBob. Here's the thing. I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob as a kid, and now I am too old to get into it. Have I ever worked with Eris? A little bit. Devlar says that whenever he sees Jesus, he looks high and is holding a staff. That's hilarious. What kind of rock do I like? modern rock. Nick said, "Is my right that protects from the second death a form of conscious astral immortality?" Not necessarily. It just makes it really hard for someone to destroy your soul. It doesn't give immortality, it just prevents annihilation. What is the closest to an all-knowing, all-powerful being I've ever met? Akrioth, Sephirons, Sonetos, and Sonesitos. They're all obscure. How many past life memories do I have? Let's see, shit. I remember around 5 past lives. I only know bits and pieces about those lives, but I remember 5 of them. I was trying to delve deeper and deeper into them, but some of my guides told me, look towards the future. Stop worrying about your past lives and focus on becoming the person you're meant to be this time. Studio says some people say that demons have both a light and a dark side. But there are some specific spirits, like Abaddon and Beelzebub, that he finds to be only dark. Yeah, Beelzebub is only dark, dude. Like, he is not only purely dark, but also maximum dark. Beelzebub has no light side. Some spirits are indeed purely dark. Absolutely, some demons do have light aspects, but not all of them. And not Beelzebub. I would say that Abaddon has a light aspect purely because I think Abaddon and Apollo are the same. As for indigo auras, there's a weird ableist concept out there called the indigo children, where kids with indigo auras were supposed to be spiritually gifted and were more likely to have ADHD and or autism. And that is ableist bullshit. Thank you, Devlar. I like my necklace too. People always ask what the necklace means, but the fact is, it's just a snake. Its meaning is that it's a snake. That's it. You're welcome, studio. Let's see which questions I missed. Morgan says, are you approaching 30 or have I crested 30? I turned 28 last month. You asked where I see myself at 50. I don't know. Not Alabama. I have no idea what I'll be doing at 50. I don't know. Hopefully not smoking. I am not familiar with the demon you're asking about, Aku. But he sounds interesting. Let me, like, screenshot that shit. I can't find his comment where he asked about a wind demon. There it is. Bada bing. True Nimbra. Nope, that's the wrong comment. Fuck. What was the name of the wind demon that you asked about? I'll screenshot that shit and look into it. Oh, Tefros. Found it. Hell yeah. I'm gonna look into Tefros. He sounds cool as fuck. Wind demons are awesome. I am indeed too old for SpongeBob. Audiboo. I am way too old for SpongeBob. But I'm not too old for Kids Next Door. Which spirits help with sexual trauma? Shit. Kaziel, Lilith, Agareth, Nahima, Belial, Satan, Laelel, Flurius, also known as Haurez, Furfur is probably also good for that. There's a lot of demons that can help you out. Aphrodite is also good. Please don't ask me about Hinduism. I tried it when I was younger and failed. Like, you do not want to learn about Hinduism from me. Like, I tried it for a couple months and failed. You want to learn Hinduism from somebody who tried it and didn't suck at it. I was young, so I wouldn't have fucked up the same ways if I tried it now. But, you know, you don't want Hindu teachings from a man who failed at Hinduism. I am the last person you want Hindu information from. Can I tell you about some of my past lives? I was a champion gladiator in one, and I died in the arena. In one of them, I was some type of Greek psychic, either the Oracle at Delphi or something similar. In another, I was a tall white. In another, I was a reptilian. And in another, I was a Hindu chick who got stabbed through the stomach while pregnant. Adibu, your comment about my necklace was hilarious. Gerson, the second death is not inevitable. The second death is destruction of the soul. If you experience the second death, you either fucked up or got fucked up. Like, no, your soul shouldn't die when you do. Your soul should either ascend or reincarnate or go to an afterlife plane. Void Sage says, as funny as VK talking to Mormons would be, I wouldn't wish that on anyone, and I was one. Yeah. The first thing I would bring up is the mark of Cain being melanin, because that's racist. That'd be like the first thing I brought up. Like, you know your religion is racist, right? It's so fucked up. Holy says, does it change my perspective on gender when you get memories of past lives as a person of the opposite gender? I do think that gender is a social construct, but I don't think we should throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm a man and I like being one. That's my opinion. Hey, Disco. Is it possible to contact someone through someone's dream? Yeah, that's called dream walking. You can contact people through dreams. You can perform rituals with them in dreams. You can blow their backs out in dreams. My dream self does whatever it wants, man. It's slept with a scary number of people. But anyways, that's all for now. My phone's about to die, so I gotta dip. Have a great night and enjoy your immortality.